this week. It is Saturday, 25th of April. I'm casting today with Sir Anti-Citizen.
I'm back!
Back, baby. What's going on? How are you?
I'm pretty good. Not a lot going on.
Good,
How
good.
are you?
I'm doing well. I got 10 hours of sleep last night.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
So, yeah, it felt pretty good to me. And then we got the Gasaway brothers here. How's it going, guys?
Hello, hi.
Oh,
We're
brothers.
okay.
So this, I think ZRQ mentioned it best earlier. What would you consider this? This isn't really a team kill. This is like a family feud.
Something like
That's
that.
Yeah, except that we both already know probably how it's going to end. I'll probably lose.
What's it called when you kill family?
True.
Not
true,
infanticide.
brotherly
No,
love here.
that's when you kill your babies. That's
Yeah,
slightly
that's-
different.
Ooh.
That's, yeah. Infanticide can't. What's the word? Huh, I don't know.
I don't think
Forgot.
there is one.
Fratricide
There is one.
would
Hang on.
be the word for this one.
Okay.
Word for killing family.
Murder?
Like patricide would be killing your father.
Yeah.
Fratricide would be killing your brother in this case.
Fratricide.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there we
There we
go. All right. So cool. Anyway, moving on
Now
from
that we've got that cleared up.
our fun English lesson for today, I'm going to ask you guys your name, race, rank on ladder, which region you play in, and
Alright.
the for fun question today is: do you guys happen to follow the the Skyrim modding scene?
Oh gosh. Can we just talk about the Joker instead?
No.
Oh man.
So Valve implemented this thing yesterday or the day
Wait,
before.
let's get the races and
Yeah, don't
You-
jump ahead of yourself.
Oh,
there.
you want me to ask after? You want me to just build up to
Yeah,
this?
yeah. Let's
Okay.
do that.
All right. Start with Gurthang.
All right. I'm Gurthang 3019, Gurthang in StarCraft, blah, blah, blah. I play Protoss. I'm gold right now, although I started the season in bronze. That was really frustrating.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So I'm back where I belong. Yeah, that's about it. Been doing this for a little while.
Great. So how about Mr. Tim?
I'm Tim. Screen name Tim. Currently in gold.
Yes.
Currently in gold. And I usually play Protoss, though recently I've been learning the other races, and I'm fairly proficient at them.
Nice.
Good. It's always nice to have a well-rounded.
Right now, Tim, where's your favorite race to play?
It's a toss-up between Zerg and Protoss.
A toss-up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I would say I'm better as Protoss, but it's more fun for me to play Zerg.
Yeah, Zerg are really. Oh, I main Zerg, so that's why I had to ask.
He's a little bit
I
of
love
bias here. No bias at all.
No.
You know.
Hey, you're a Protoss player.
Hey, shh. No, don't tell him that.
We have 3 Protosses and 1 Zerg here in this call.
Yes, we do. All right, so
Protoss is so OP.
the question for tonight is how do you feel about Steam charging for mods for Skyrim?
I saw that on Reddit. I haven't actually looked into it, so I don't really know what the entire situation is. What is it? They're charging like 75%?
So the way it works is the modder gets 25% of the profit, and 75% goes to Valve and Bethesda. I believe 45 goes to Bethesda and 30 to Valve.
Huh.
Oh,
So this is optional. People can upload their mods without like a price gate, but it's been kind of crazy because some modders are closing off the latest version of their mods behind the paywall, and that's causing a lot of controversy.
So here, I'm gonna give a very complicated answer that really doesn't answer anything.
Okay.
But I think, okay, I think that creators have the right to earn money for the time they spend making something. But I think that there should be limits on mods depending on, because usually mods don't like aren't to the scale of an entire game. Like rarely, I mean there are some full conversions, but it's pretty rare. And some of these mods are costing more than the game itself. I think that's pretty excessive. And
Wait, really?
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah,
And-
there are some in the $15 to $20 range, even
Yeah.
higher. So
and some of them like people have paid for and gotten broken mods. So like, I think it's good that creators have a chance to earn money for their creations, but there needs to be a like kind of a process of making sure that the mods are in working order and that they're worth, well, you can't really judge value, I guess, but at the very least make sure they're not broken mods.
At least the ones that are going up behind the paywall, anyway.
Yeah. And the ones that are free, like whatever, who cares, but
That's interesting.
yeah,
Hmm. It's a good thing that that's happening now and not a year ago, because on a somewhat unrelated note, I have a friend who actually did a research project on some of the more explicit mods for Skyrim
aha.
revolving around sexuality in video games. He's actually working on
Being
getting
racist.
it published. He's actually getting he and the other people who worked on the research with him and one of the professors from school. I mean, we graduated, but they're working on getting it published in a journal. Actually,
Interesting.
they
So-
actually did some pretty interesting stuff with it. But it was mostly an excuse to download a bunch of really, really well done but very racy mods.
Yeah. So what do you think, Tim? Any leaning either way? Any thoughts?
I think they need like some kind of official review system so that people can more accurately determine whether or not a mod is worth their money if they're going to be charged for it. So
yeah.
Okay, so you guys are both kind of thinking the same thing. You want Valve to go
Yeah.
through these and QC them if they are being charged for. And
yeah,
that would increase the amount of time it takes to publish something. Probably make sure that the modder goes through all the right hoops and stuff.
that's true.
beforehand.
But I mean, if you think about it, if Valve and Bethesda are going to make money off of this, they're basically, it's almost as if they're selling a product that they didn't even make. So they may as well at least know what it is and make sure that people are getting good service from it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I think there's one other issue, and it's not with the pricing system or anything like that. It's actually with Valve itself, is that they already put a cease and desist out for a mod that apparently used assets of, I don't know, some copyrighted assets or something.
Hmm.
Uh,
So there's potential copyright issues here. I mean,
yeah.
even with
So,
them allowing the whole paywall thing.
Yeah, because they're like, well, you can't make money off of using our assets or something like that. I didn't read the full article. I just saw
True.
it came up a couple of times in different contexts.
So I mean, overall, it's a pretty hot issue, especially on Reddit. You kind of saw it just exploded over the game,
Oh, yeah.
and it was ridiculous. That's how I found out about it. I read it quite frequently. So, but
Guys, Gamergate versus Steam Go.
oh
I'm just
no,
kidding. Don't do
no, let's avoid
No,
that. So,
that. I'm totally kidding.
moving on to map vetoes, guys.
yes.
Yes, the important things.
Yes. So this is indeed a best of 5, as you've both decided. So we're only going to be vetoing 2 maps today since there are 7 in the pool. So, you guys know what time it is?
It's hammer time.
It is rock, paper, scissors time.
Oh.
So both of you message me privately in StarCraft with rock or paper, scissors, and we will determine who goes first.
Hmm.
Battle of Wits has begun.
Clearly, the poison is in your goblet.
So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you.
Conceivable.
Ooh.
I love that movie.
It's such a good movie.
So Gerthang, open paper. Tim, open rock.
Oh,
But
the
Gerthang,
mics are real.
would you like to veto first or second?
I will veto first,
Okay.
and I will veto. What will I veto? Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to veto Iron Fortress.
Iron Fortress.
That's
Is
the
off.
correct choice.
It is the correct choice.
It really is
That's
only
awful.
a 4-player map, right?
No, there's 3 in the current.
Oh, 3 4
Map pool.
players. Okay. All right. So next, Tim, would you like to scratch off the list?
I'm gonna veto the map whose name I can't remember. It's the 4-player map that's on like a lava tile set. That I
Oh,
can't
Inferno
remember the name of.
Pools.
Inferno
That's the
Pool,
other
that's
one.
the one.
That is the other correct choice.
You're not supposed to help him. I wanted
Oh,
to see it on Inferno Pools.
I'm sorry.
All right, cool. So moving back to Gerthang.
My bad. I'm sorry, Zero.
What's the first map of the series here?
First map will be Coda.
All right, Coda comes first. Tim, next choice.
Echo.
Echo's number 2. Gerthang.
Cactus Valley.
Valley is 3. Fourth map, Tim.
What are the 2 maps left?
Expedition Lost and Vonnie Research Station.
We'll do Bonnie Research Station.
All right, Vonnie is 4. It leaves Expedition for map number 5. All right, boys. Load up Coda.
Ba 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 da ba.
New York, really?
Mhm.
Nice.
It's a good song.
I like Frank Sinatra. I actually have a Pandora station that's all about. I named it Cafe Espresso, and it's all that era of music right there.
That's
pretty
actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'll
Have you
shoot your share link later if you'd like it. So.
Have you heard the Real Big Fish version?
No, I have not actually.
Oh,
You'll have to
it's
tell me
really
that
good.
afterward. All right, cool guys. Check your races, your colors here. Gonna kick you out of the Skype call. Good luck.
All
See
right.
you after the matches. Now, the usually we do a winners interview, but the guy that loses will also be welcome back. You know, you guys can talk about the games and stuff like that. It's always better to have both sides of the thing, and so it's not required, but it is optional. So,
Alrighty.
all right, cool. All right, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys.
Boop boop. All right, just me and you.
Yo,
All right.
exciting.
It is exciting.
I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, it's the first weekend back after several weeks, so.
I know. I've been wanting to try and get in a little bit, more often. But
Yep, that's good.
Uh.
Thought you'd reel you in here because I couldn't contact Covert earlier, so the muffin has gone missing.
do you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah, I know his name, and his name is Covert, and he is not here.
I know his name, and his name is Randall Flagg.
No, ZRQ, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to sit this one out, buddy.
Sorry, ZRQ, but I do love you, hearts. I'm gonna close the stream because that eats up all of my CPU.
Probably a good idea. You're gonna be watching it live anyway, right?
Yeah.
It's like sitting in the
I was
studio.
mostly had it open for chat, but I wish you could do a chat only option when you're watching.
You can actually.
Ah!
You can't
I know
watch,
you can do
but
it
you
on the
can
app.
pop it out.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Pop it out.
So I got
Yeah.
two because I shouldn't be watching the stream while I'm streaming. It kind of causes issues with my wireless adapter. It's
Yeah,
not
especially when
different.
the audio can. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really strange.
So here we have workers going to work real fast. Oh. I got a little excited.
Not quite yet.
Artosis!
Autosis! Alright, cool. So why don't you start us off, Mr. Guestcaster?
So, in the top left-hand corner, we have our red Protoss player from Team DJ. It is Girthang. He's gonna do his Girthang.
Sure thing. Yeah. And spawning in the bottom right, his opponent preparing for the fratricide.
Yes.
It is Tim, the Teal
Tim.
Protoss.
Teal Protoss. Tim, the Enchanter.
Tim Teal. Teal Tim? Tiny Teal Tim?
Yes, sure.
Sure.
Mr. Wayne.
Good answer.
Well played. Well met.
Yes, Mr. Wayne.
So, right now, not much going on, so
Not
We
a whole
can-
lot. Not a whole lot.
we can be full GSL and just talk about our day. So, what'd you think of that Joker picture?
That joke. Oh my. Oh no.
I called it.
I saw it and I am really. I don't know. I mean, I think we should give it a chance. It's always great to see somebody mixing it up, changing
Yeah.
formula.
But, man, I wasn't expecting good Charlotte Joker.
Good Charlotte joke. Oh no.
Oh, is he really gonna? Yes!
Oh no.
Great thing you took both of Tim's gases. That's
Took
amazing.
both of Tim's gases here. Little BM here. Tim's gonna
It's
be.
wonderful.
He's gonna let him finish too. Tim's gonna
How
have
do you?
to. He's gonna have to
Sorry,
knock these down.
what's the structures tab?
Structures tab is T, my friend. T.
Oh, there we go. Cool. Oh,
Yes.
perfect. Lovely. Thank you so much.
Yep. So it's perfect. We got two bright red boxes on the other side of the map, and Gerthang's also constructing gas back home.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And that's actually really smart because that slows down Tim's gas. Like, he needs it. He really needs it. Because Protoss rely on early gas a lot more than any of the other races.
Yeah, they do. Tech.
Oh, but look at what Tim's doing. Gerthing's going to see it.
What is Tim
Did he
doing?
see it?
Tim
He didn't
building
see
a
it.
gateway proxied here in Gerthang's
He-
natural.
He just saw the pylon, so I think he...
Ooh, he's gonna go down. He's gonna find it though. There he goes. Ooh,
Goes.
he
Oh.
sees him.
Oh, he's, yep.
Sees him. They're on his mini map now, so it's kind of a race against time for Tim. Try and get some zealots out here, cause some havoc. Gerthang's boosting out warp gate.
Yeah.
Wants to get that warp gate for defensive warp ins.
Yeah, he's going to need it.
Really gonna need it. Yeah. He's got to get way up at this front, and he's also supply blocked, so he can't really build any
Oh, that's
army units either. Just
That's
waiting on
rough.
this- Yep.
He, especially considering he had a bit of a lead for a little while, but he put himself so far behind. He's 10 supply behind now.
10
He's
supply
getting
behind.
a stalker, but it's not. He might be able to kite this zealot if he gets it out in time. Because, but he's gonna get
may.
2 zealots.
Tim is kind of hanging out here. He's waiting for those other zealots from across the map to rally. Gerthang dropping a little insurance policy here at the bottom of the map. Proxy pylon.
Yeah.
Tim's moving in now. He's gonna choke up against the cybernetic
Oh.
score.
Don't use no. That's good positioning though on that zealot.
Yep, very good.
Yeah.
Both moving in on
Getting
the
the,
stalker.
oh, let's see how his micro holds.
Gonna try and kite as much as he can.
Yeah, but he's using all of his APM for kiting, and he's not building any units.
Yep, no units building.
And
But the mothership core is here, so this is gonna help
Yeah.
him stop it a little faster.
But now there's 2 more zealots in the base.
Yep.
His stalker is still alive though, and he did kill the 2 zealots, but he lost 6. He did lose 6 probes, and behind it all, you know, Tim is still macroing up.
Yeah, he's still macroing. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Wasting Gerthang's APM with this little attack here. 2 zealots
Yeah.
working on the pylon. Stalker
Oh.
goes down. Sentry isn't
Yeah,
quite
there
out
goes the
yet.
stalker. And that sentry's not going to do any good against zealots
Yeah.
without a stalker.
Yep. Gerthang's warp tech is complete. I don't know if he's realized it yet. He's still constructing units from the queue.
Oh.
He's gonna try and push this away.
It's 15 workers to 23, like, and he's down by 14 supply. I mean,
But the cancer is spreading through his natural
Yeah.
now. There's more
Yeah,
gateways. There's
all over the place.
yep, Forge coming up front.
And 4 zealots to a sentry and a mothership core, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. I mean, especially without blink. He's still there. We go. He's repowering his gateway.
Yeah, but it's too little too late, really.
Yep.
Because Tim can just go and snipe that pylon once again and depower his gateway.
See, he does have warp tech though. Tim does not yet.
Yeah.
And he's got this pylon down here. If he wants, he could run a counterattack while Tim's busy over there, but there's so many units.
Yeah.
His economy is so far ahead now. It's 25 workers to 18.
And Girthing doesn't have the money to run a counterattack. And he's going to miss this force field. Ah! Yep, he missed that force field. All the zealots just float right in, or walk right in. They're just going to kill everything.
Yeah, photon overcharge going down.
Goes down, but it's not going to be enough. Like, it doesn't do splash. There's no AoE. He's just going to snipe that Nexus. Even if he kills the Stalker, he still has all these zealots to worry about. And he has a small counterattack in Tim's main, but 2 sentries and a zealot, or a Stalker versus, what, 3 Stalkers and 5 zealots? 6 zealots?
Like that, yeah. He's keeping the ramp force fielded, and he's going to take this 1 zealot out, but he just doesn't have as much damage as Tim does in his base.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be a slow standoff here, but I'm pretty sure Tim is going to prevail. Pushing, so little units out here for this offensive. The probes are coming out. They're going to get us around to the Stalker.
He's sending 1 zealot and 2 Stalkers back to help defend. Actually, Girthing's making a game out of it. I mean, he's still really far behind, but he's, killed quite a bit of supply. But here comes the push from Tim, pushing back into the main with those 5 zealots and the Stalker. And Girthing has nothing to defend against.
Girthing put all of his money into that forward counterattack, and it's pretty much the end of days for Mr. Girthing in this first game.
Yeah.
Yep, gonna slaughter these probes with all these zealots. They're gonna try and run, but he's gonna run down and find 2 photon cannons waiting for his probes.
Yeah.
And things have been massacred. Girthing taps out. Tim takes game 1.
That was I really like Tim's decision to go for a counterattack after being kind of harassed in that way.
Yeah, that was pretty good. The reaction on that was stellar.
Yeah.
I think that
exactly
was perfect.
What he needed to do.
Yep, perfect timing. So.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a quick few-minute break for the players here.
So,
but no, I did like that. I mean, we thought, we thought Girthing was gonna swing back, and he was pretty close, but just the economy difference was too much production. So.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun game.
Yeah, very good. This is the nature of PvP. This is the kind of crap that happens. So.
Yeah, PvP is a lot of like early game aggression, but I think that makes for a lot of really interesting dynamic early games, because like if someone's micro is good enough, they can like hold and they can turn a game around really quickly. So I think, I don't know, PvP early aggression is actually pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, the thing is too is with Legacy of the Void, it's going to get even worse. Early game. I mean, it's already really frantic, even in the non-mirror matchups, but PvP is just going to tank. It's going to be so nuts.
Yeah, I think so, but at the same time, I think the economy changes are going to make it a little easier to defend, and I think early game's going to be even more dynamic just because of the economy changes. Tim.
Tim's eager to get back into the call here. He thinks he's taking Girthing out completely.
I guess that shows how much confidence Tim has.
Yeah, Tim's really excited. No, we still got potentially 4 more games to play.
Yep.
Every game. No, not quite. No.
Oh, Zero.
Yes, sir.
On the interface, the new WCS interface, how do you pull up the production cards, like on the right hand side?
Oh, the production cards? You mean those little notifications that come up when stuff's about ready to be complete?
Or like when you click on a building and it says, "Hey, this is the gateway," and it shows up on the side.
I wonder.
Ooh, look
Check
at
that in game.
we'll cast you and me playing.
Yeah, let's cast ourselves. I can't see what he's doing right now, but this should be pretty exciting.
I'm building gateways. And I'm building zerglings. Ravage. Oh.
Wait a minute. Not supposed to happen. I can't get the Legacy of the Void beta.
I hope you get it soon. I hope everyone gets it. So
It should be good. I need to get in there and start analyzing some of this stuff.
Show matches.
So yeah. It would be very helpful for some future knowledge.
Well, I could share.
No, don't do that. I don't want you to get banned. I will be buying a digital ticket eventually. I just need the cash for it.
Oh, okay.
So. All right, players are ready. Starting
All right,
countdown
let's
from
do this.
10. Map number 2 is Echo Ladder Edition. This should be pretty good. I mean, this is another 2-player map, right? Spawning positions in each corner. This looks like Cloud Kingdom. That's what this looks like.
Yeah, except that I don't know. This is a really good map.
Looks.
This is a really, really good map, actually.
I like the 2v2 or the 1v1. Excuse me. Maps.
Yeah.
The 2-player. I think it's
Yeah,
2v2.
I do
2-player.
too.
But
I like them because they're 1v1 maps, but they've been a lot more focused on macro games.
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, oops.
no, I lost a Tim.
Oh, he must have. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I guess remake.
That was unintentional, yeah. Hotkeys weren't responding. Oh, okay.
You hit menu to pause and
Okay. That's okay. So that just gives us like a couple seconds of downtime to complain more about.
not getting into the beta. I mean, what?
Oh, I was hoping to see a ZVP too.
So he
Well, I hope it
accidentally hit surrender apparently. So it's
Yeah.
like, oops, we'll remake. No big deal.
Yep. I'm not concerned. Are you concerned?
Not concerned. Not at all.
Okay.
We've had worse. We've had worse things where
Yeah.
the stream doesn't start, or my computer will crash halfway through, or the router will die, or things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cool. He's staying Zerg. I love watching ZVP, mostly because I like to see how other players play it.
Good guy Tim. Stick of a Zerg after his random pick, so Gerthang doesn't have anything strange. Doesn't have to expect random again.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Well,
cool.
he didn't, but Gerthang didn't know what Tim spawned as.
Oh, well, he does now.
Yeah.
Alright, so attempt number 2.
Watch it do it again. Ah!
He accidentally surrenders.
We should have recovered from replay.
Yes, the first half a second of the game. Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
make sure to save that progress.
Oh, cool. Same spawning spot.
Alright,
Okay.
excellent. Same locations.
Game paused.
Pause
I'm
game.
assuming he's fixing his hotkeys.
Still not working? Okay.
All right, let's put on some music and go to a quick break.
Put on some music. Yes, I would love music. Alright, Tim's gonna restart his game. Get his hotkeys back here.
Okay.
And we'll try again.
All right.
Cool. So we got more downtime. Complain about beta. Beta!
Beta.
Yep.
Mech. Can I complain about Mech?
Sure, why not?
I still don't know what to do.
Still don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, while you're complaining about mech, I'm gonna take a bite of my burrito.
Okay. Burrito. Oh, that sounds really good.
Love me some Mexican food. Mexican, American, American.
American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom was saying that when she was little, she just called everything a taco because her family's is Spanish. And then when she first heard the word burrito, she was like, "What's a burrito?"
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. Little donkey? What?
Yeah, exactly. Third time's the carm.
Third time's the charm. Seems legit. ZRQ, no, we will not be running ads until we are Twitch partners, and then we won't.
Oh, that would be so cool.
I don't think we'll be Twitch partners. I don't think we get big enough. We get a good crowd at 10 to 15. I think is what we've had the most. Nothing too substantial. It's fun. We've got a set group of people that usually hangs out.
I think actually tweet this out really quick.
Oh, go for it. Good idea.
I have a couple people now who are.
I will retweet it.
It's Tim versus
Girthang, best of 5.
Oops. With @0 lambda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I forgot to put the StarCraft hashtags in there.
That's all good. We're all right. All right,
Okay.
Third time's a charm, maybe.
And
Success, he says. Good luck, have fun. All right,
spawn in the same spot again. So I'll start.
go for it.
In the bottom right-hand corner, we have our red Zerg player playing for Team Tim. It's Tim.
Team Tim. Tim Tam team.
He's Tim the Tool Man.
His opponent spawning at the top left. It is DJ's Girthang. Looking to come back with this next game.
Yeah.
Tied up.
I hope he does.
It's always the best when we get ties. We get full 5 games.
And despite my Zerg bias, I want Girthang to take a couple games. Because I like, I want to go to all 5 games.
Of course. All 5 is best 5. Ooh. Tim pulling the double extractor trick, trying to get ahead.
I found that doesn't work as well as you'd think it would. Because then it delays your Overlord, and then you still end up floating a lot of minerals.
Yep, I've been reading different things about it, that it actually doesn't really help. I don't know, I think it's a psychological thing. So it ends up timing out the same anyway.
Yeah. So, look how many minerals he's floated. Or, no, that's his APM. He's floating 178 minerals. That's way too many to be floating right now.
If only APM equaled minerals, we'd have a good time.
Yeah. Why do I have the APM tab open?
I don't know. So Tim looking to expand, waiting for that 300.
There we
go.
So do you think he's going to go pool next, or do you think he's going to go double hatch before pool?
He dropped a hatch.
Double.
Oh, double hatch?
Yeah.
No, that's so risky.
Not in ZVP anymore. Actually, that's kind of the new meta for ZVP is double hatch before pool.
That's scary as a Protoss. I mean, if Girthang gets over there and spots it...
No, he took his pool, so he's safe. He's playing it safe.
I mean, if Girthang gets over there and spies that, I mean, that's a
Yeah.
pain, because he could just ultimately switch into Gateway, start pumping out Zealots, because he can't really do anything. You dropped all those minerals into hatcheries. But, yeah, no, he's opting for the safe option. 2 hatch, then pool.
Good. I think that's good because of Girthang's build.
Thanks, build, yes. Going straight to
Yeah,
Cyber.
he's not... Had Girthang gone Nexus first, I think Tim would be behind.
Okay, so you're a Zerg player. I have a question for you then. What's your
Yeah.
favorite anti-Protoss build?
My favorite anti-Protoss build?
You have a switch?
Triple hatch before pool into Muta.
Aha.
If
I know?
If you can catch a Protoss off guard with that, it's so powerful.
Oh, it hurts too. I've been on the receiving end of that. It's
Yeah.
you're just building gateway. You're like da 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 da. Okay, he's
And all of a
only
sudden,
got
like,
couple.
5-6 mutas come in, start sniping probes, and it's not even so much that like you're losing structures or tech, but you're losing all your economy. And mutas are so fast; they can just dart in and out, snipe probes, and your stalkers will never catch them if the Zerg has decent control.
Pretty scary stuff.
It is. It really is. And that's even coming from. Oh, look at the. So Gerthing's placing in a little proxy pylon, so I think that's good. I think that's smart.
Yeah, he's
It's
pretty
good.
good about that. Most of the games he's played, actually, he's made sure to have a proxy on the other side of the map, sometimes two.
Yeah, and I think, but that's a good spot for it because like, it's proxy, but it's not so proxy that it'll be scouted right away.
Yep. And I mean, Tim, he's scouting with his overlords, but once
Yeah.
you get those overlords across the map, you feel safe enough that I don't
Yeah.
need to check that. Well, you really do.
If Tim does what I think he's going to do is like a really big roach speedlink push. That's also a really, really strong push. Like, I think that's also really smart.
Going for roaches.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, staple pretty good against Protoss in the first place.
Yes,
I mean,
unless they get...
stalkers damage them, they outrange them, but
Yeah.
you get a lot of them and you're in trouble.
Exactly. And it's like Case once told me. He said like any amount of roaches are good in ZVP.
Oh yeah. Casey knows his stuff.
He does. He's a smart kid.
Haven't seen him a lot recently. Hope he
Yeah.
shows up soon.
Oh, that's because of his current internet situation.
It's kind of poopy. So
Yeah.
Tim found
Tim-
one of the proxies. He's gonna
Yeah.
feel very, very good about himself till
Oh, nice catching that probe. Let's see if he can catch up with it.
took care of the probe, took care of the one proxy,
Looks
but
like
he
he's
doesn't know
gonna
about the other one. Yeah.
Send out a couple links to scout. But yeah, I like this build. I think that like tons of roaches with a bunch of Ling support is really good, especially at this point in the game. All Gerthing has is a sentry, and even if he makes zealots, the roaches can clean up any zealots that he makes. He does have 2 stalkers, which will be good if he can keep Tim, locked behind his ramp with the force fields.
Oh yeah, it's always a pain in the butt too. You've got
Yeah.
all these gateways and stuff. You can't expect zealots to be very effective in such a tight
Yeah.
space. You want as many stalkers as possible. And,
Yeah.
he's all walled off. He's
Yeah,
ready
it's a
to-
good wall off. It's a really, really good wall off.
Yep. I really like that. He's got the double pylon on the left to make sure that that's completely covered. If one of them goes down, he's got another one in the back, just in case those get destroyed, won't be depowered, all that stuff.
Yep, very good. Oh, and he does have...
Mothership
He
core.
has 1 robo and 2 gateways coming down, so that's going to be really helpful if he can get the Colossi, any Colossus out.
Yep. And
A
Immortals
Colossus.
too.
Ugh,
A Colossus.
which is hard. Colossi. Well, technically it's Greek, right? Or Latin.
Colossi, yeah. I suppose that's the official.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, Tim's pushing up the ramp.
And he's taking a 3rd at the same time, so that's good.
Yep, looking to get something done. Force field trap some of these lings.
Yeah, those lings without speed are pretty useless.
Just kind of throwing them
Tim
off the side
needs
there.
to say, you know what? He should not take that engagement, but Gerthing's in a really good spot.
I think he is. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, he fended that off without too much damage. Just a little shield dent on the pylon there. Maybe lost.
Yeah.
Maybe lost a zealot, but that was about it. But him going
Yep.
for third base.
Yeah, and he needs it because right now he's behind. You don't want to, as a Zerg, you don't. Oh no, he had his. He's gonna lose a bunch of overlords because he had them rallied to the.
Ouch.
Gerthing's main ramp.
Yep.
Yeah, that's rough.
You want all the
That-
supply you can get here. You got to keep up.
Yep. That's a lot of money. Oh, wow.
Saved it. Saved
How
it.
much HP on it?
That was 13.
Wow.
One
do you
more
see
volley
that?
would have done it. Hit tab when you select them.
Oh, that's what I was looking for this whole time.
There you go. Awesome.
I like that. Okay, that's a lot better.
So Tim's third base is completed. Starting to generate larvae. He's connecting it with creep. It's going to be pretty instrumental there.
So he's basically
Gerthing-
catching up economically
Yep.
with Gerthing.
He's actually overtaking him now. He's got more minerals per minute there.
Yes, but Zerg is more inefficient, so the supply they're less supply efficient than Protoss. So a 2-base Protoss is going to be technically in the lead, unless they start going Hydra like Tim is, which is smart. You're going to need Roach Hydra is really really good against gateway based build.
Little stock were run by there at the third.
Yeah,
Taken
that's.
out. Deflected pretty handily. Don't want to stop and lose that one though.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. cut you off.
That's okay. I think the engagement was fun to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, Tim's supply block here again though. Just dropping 4
it's
overlords
rough.
at once. Yep. So Colossus is starting to come out. Extended thermal lance. Time is ticking.
Yeah,
For Mr.
but look at all
Tim.
the upgrades Tim has, or everything Tim has in his production. He's producing a lot at once.
Producing a lot. He's got one missile, 1 armor.
Yeah, that's good. They're both getting their upgrades at the same time. They're almost going to finish near the same time too. Gurthang taking his third, which is good, so he can once again have the economic advantage in this game, especially because Tim's third is not saturated and he's not injecting. So he's going to be, more than anything else, he's going to be starved for larva.
Star for larva, and he just lost another overlord too at Gurthang's third, so he's supply blocked yet again. That's
Yeah,
painful. I
that's
mean, especially
yeah, rough this game.
this point in the game, you want to build roaches, you want to get hydras out and stuff like that, be able to DPS down the army, but you can't do that if you don't have.
And you're
support.
you need to like just produce tons. He still hasn't injected either. Like, that's a huge flaw. Like not injecting, not saturating his third.
He's in gold. He's still got a little bit of improvement to go too. So
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at his, yeah, that's right. I forgot he doesn't main Zerg.
yep, he's trying out all the races. Usually, he's focusing Protoss as far as I remember.
Yeah, that's right. He mains Protoss, but
He's learning. That's what we're here for.
yep. I forgot because he is playing it, like an average Zerg would.
Yeah, no, he's got the build down. I like, he's got 3 bases. He probably could be pushing for a 4th pretty. Yeah, there he goes, safely 4th base. Gurthang isn't pushed out. He's a little passive this game.
Yeah.
Going for more macro oriented stuff. He's got a pretty big army getting immortals, colossi, and
But so Tim's gonna need to add either Vipers or something or Ultralisks, because once this army pushes out, Roach Hydra's just gonna melt to it.
he's probably going to want. I like to see a lot at the pro level, a lot of Vipers. They just pull the colossi into the Hydra, and I mean that's such an easy thing to do. If you just have more than the Protoss and you have a bunch of Hydras, it makes things pretty simple.
Yeah, it can be very, very strong. But there's a lot of Colossi now out, so that could that can do a lot of damage.
Tim found another proxy Gurthang supply block this time.
Oh, nice. The supply blocks are real in this game. He took a 5th also. That's really good. Tim taking the 5th is really, really smart.
Yep, he's catching up, keeping ahead.
Yeah.
So pretty well. Both
Yeah,
players,
he took the Ultralist then, so that's what I was suggesting. But he is going to need the melee upgrades if he wants to rely on those Ultras to take the, to really take the fight.
Yeah, definitely.
He still hasn't saturated his third though.
And like you said, the injects are probably going to come into play here pretty soon. He's not going to have enough larvae to support building ultras, building lings, and roaches. He's just going to run out of larvae.
He is doing a very good job though about keeping his units active on the map, keeping Overlord scouting, on patrol. I think that's really, really smart. Splitting up his army to kind of see where.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just look at his vision, look at his map coverage. He sees everything.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's good.
Awesome. Mm-hmm.
That's excellent. He has a full energy queen that he forgot about. It could have been spreading creep. Like I said, I forgot he doesn't play Zerg because has been doing a really good job about playing like a standard Zerg, just making a couple little mistakes here and there.
Pushing Lings in here. Everything's third. Not good. Found out there are a lot of Colossus on the map.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, you need to really be careful. And having the Zealots there to tank for them is so smart, because it makes it so hard to push against any Colossus with those Zealots sitting up front.
Things making
This
chase.
push, it's going to be really strong.
Gonna take down these rocks and... Ooh, this looks so scary for Tim.
Yeah, this is going to be... He needs Vipers for this. He needs Blinding Clouds. He needs Abducts.
There are 6 ultras on the map now.
Oh, Ultras work too, but again, like, they're good, but they're not invincible. You know, you need something that can push back the Protoss army a little bit more. They can still die to that thermal lance. Did he get the... Okay, chitinous plating is on its way, so plus 3 level 3 armor. But or carapace. But I don't think he has any melee upgrades, and that's what Ultralisks need it, because you can't just use them to tank.
Yeah,
They're too
he's been pushing into Group Spine. You know, he's building for the Hydra stuff. He's dropping. I mean, he's gonna get a Baneling Nest here in a second too. That'll help kind of control the army, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I think 1 or 2 swarm hosts wouldn't be bad, actually.
Yeah, that might be good for units.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, he's just gonna push the issue. Also going up front.
He's allowing himself to get clumped up and. Well,
Time Warp going down on the ultras. A
yeah.
little bit of splash damage, taking out some of these stalkers.
Those ultras are getting completely wiped out. Yeah, there's nothing left of those ultras. And he needs to focus on the Colossus.
Yep.
The Colossi. And he got 2 of them, 3 of them, but he's got nothing left. He's down to, what's he building now? 4 ultras and 38 links in the production tab. That's not gonna be enough, I don't think.
Yeah. Gurthang knows it too. He's pushing in.
Yeah, he's pushing hard.
Run for a counterattack. I mean,
yeah.
He's even on creep. He's feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, this is the right choice from Gurthang. Like, unless his roaches and hydras pop out, but the lings are just gonna. Well, they're gonna get a good surround on that army actually. So he got basically used the lings to lock down the army, and that's a beautiful surround from Tim.
I thought that was great. He's gonna decimate this army. Good thing.
Yeah.
Didn't have an escape route there.
No, but the one immortal is holding off against those. Well, no, not, but
not anymore. Yeah, he's gone.
Hydra's cleaned up that immortal,
yeah.
And he's gonna keep on pushing with those ultras. Let them just clean up, but.
Oof, wow.
2 more Colossi in production. 2 more just popped. So
just like that though, I mean, he turned it around. He's got the base advantage here.
That was a really good fight. He used the lings correctly. He didn't let them just clump up front and get killed by the Colossi.
Yep, and he's still got 30 larvae to work with. So I mean,
yeah,
he's pretty great. He's sitting on a cushy bank here. Gurthang's hurting just a little bit. He's gonna have to replenish this army. He's still down almost 50 supply.
I think Infestors would be a good investment right now for him. He can lock down armies and just wipe them out with the especially with Hydras. And so, just a little bit. But he is maxed, so I think if he pushes now, he wins. But he's letting Gurthang catch up.
I don't know. Is this like a... I don't know. Maybe he's...
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Waiting for Banelings. That's what he's waiting for.
That's actually really cool. I love watching Banelings, and those Banelings are going to kill almost as... Like, if Gurthang pushes into those Banelings, Gurthang loses everything.
Yep, it's going to be crazy. He's going to leave with the Banelings. Ultras follow up.
Don't have speed, so if Gurthang gets a good shot off with his Colossi, they'll snipe the Banelings before they can do any damage.
No, they do have speed, actually.
They do?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like, when I just looked at them, they didn't have it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's going to push. Oh!
Oh, Banelings everywhere.
Yeah, but those Banelings didn't do anything.
Ultras
They killed
moving in,
a
though.
handful of Zealots, and that was about it.
Gurthang's kind of backed against the wall. Hydra's picking away at his army.
Yeah. Those Colossi, though, they're going to clean this up. They're going to clean it up really fast. He did not lead with the Banelings, so he lost all of them before they could do any damage.
Plus, I got range shooting from the cliff. Gonna
Yep.
pick off the range.
And he just lost everything in that fight. Everything is just gone.
Oof. Pretty painful there.
Yeah.
Both
And
players trading blows. I mean, they've lost their army at least a couple times this game.
I think, it's very typical of me to say this, but if he were to remax on Mutas right now, he would win.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
he doesn't even have a spire.
It is the anti-citizen way.
It is. It's the Jadon way, actually.
Ultra
Well,
moving
that's
in. Yeah.
not bad.
Poking away at these unsecured colossi.
Yeah. Having this colossi out in the open is, well,
Not
with,
not.
with the support from the zealots. If it was just the colossi by by themselves, but now there's a ton of warpins coming in, and those zealots are just gonna wreck this army. They're tanking so much while the colossi do damage from behind. And it's really the zealots that are keeping Girthang alive right now.
Yeah, so squishy hydras. They go
Mhm.
down pretty quick to zealots there, and Girthang actually has 3/3, so that's gonna hurt even worse.
Yeah. But I think Tim's also on 3/3, so
He's
should
on-
be okay.
He's on 3 carapace, 1 melee.
Oh,
He's got 3 missile.
what's upgrades?
G.
What-
G is upgrades.
Yeah, he needs the melee upgrade.
Well, Girthang running out of minerals here. He's looking to expand again. Gonna try and get his economy back in order. But, Mr. Tim, moving in the middle of the map now. He's remaxed a second time. Third time, in this case.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get caught. Let that Ling Hydra armor get caught off guard.
You don't want to get these caught out, not with the rest of the Zerg army. He's gonna swing around with these ultras.
Oh my God. Yep, he's going for a surround. Those 3 ultras are just gonna get demolished, though. That's a lot of money lost. He's not. He's putting himself in bad spots against that army.
A lot of ultras, but hydras are moving in. Colossi don't have anywhere to escape to.
Yeah, the positioning on the hydras is good.
Getting us around with the ultra lists. Hydras
Yeah,
going away, and
Yeah, that's a really good surround.
excellent work here to deny this.
Excellent engagement from Tim.
Yep. Oh, through humanity, he didn't
Oh.
cancel that nexus.
So GG.
Girthang taps out a second time.
GG.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a actually quite close game.
Yep. I think it would have been even faster, like you said, with the injects. But Tim still overpowered Girthang, taking 2 games in the best of 5 here.
Yeah, that was really good actually. So Ultra's good unit.
Definitely. I mean, that surround at the end was great too. The Colossi didn't have anywhere to escape to, and that was probably the the worst place for Girthang to engage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, had he had the Colossi spread out a little bit more, been able to take advantage of the range, I think he could have been able to clean up that army and then push again.
all right, so we're gonna move into game 3.
All right.
Cactus Valley. I've never seen any of these maps, so
Cactus Valley hype.
it'd be interesting. This is my first time on most of these new ladder maps here, so.
Yeah.
Girthang says, "Why did I pick this one?"
Because they already vetoed the bad maps.
Yep. So we'll get the lobby swapped around here. Boop, boop. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Girthang's totally capable of coming back to. I mean, the last game it was pretty close.
Yeah.
If he had kind of pushed a little more into the counterattack while he had a couple bases running, he probably would have closed that out pretty easy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think just like if he had gone for some zealot harass in the main, snipe, hit Tim's structures with the warp prism and.
Right.
And
Yep.
some zealots, it could have been really good for Girthang.
Yep. Tim was great though at focusing down those warp prisms and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. He played really, really well.
Yeah, he did. So cool. Game 3, Cactus Valley Ladder Edition.
All
Tim
right.
going random again. We'll see what he rolls.
Wonder if he'll get Terran this time. You're saying that Terran's his weakest.
Another 4-player map actually, so this should be interesting to see how the
Girthang
players.
was saying Tim. Oh,
He did get Terran, didn't he?
he did. And let me go ahead and introduce our Teal Terran player playing for Team Tim. It is Tim.
Tim. Team Tim.
Good luck. Have fun, T. Oh, Terran. He's telling him when he spawned. Okay.
Yeah. Spawning in the top right is DJ's Gurthang, the Red Protoss.
Red Protoss.
Red Protoss. Going against Terran this time.
Nice.
Should be interesting to see how his game changes up. Because before he's been playing pretty heavy macro against Zerg last couple of matches.
Yeah. So I think if Gurthang's right about Tim's Terran, sounds really stupid to say out loud.
I love alliteration. It's awesome.
I know. Tim's terrible Terran, then he English is really hard for me today. Might possibly be able to take a game off of Tim's terrible Terran.
Wow. That was incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah. Might be able to take a game. Man, I'm not even going to try. So Gurthang's starting to scout here in the bottom right of the map, and he's going to find out that's the wrong corner.
Oh, that's a lot of lost mining time too. You know, like that one Protoss, that one pro. You know,
That one Protoss, yeah.
it is putting him a little bit behind.
So Tim dropping one gas, looking to probably Reaper, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Easier to scout on a 4-player map. He's going to run around a little easier. So.
And he does have a barracks. Yeah, it's going to be a lot faster. It's going to be a lot more efficient. But Gurthang found him.
Gurthang found him first. Uh-oh.
Tim's terrible Terran.
Tim's terrible luck as well.
Yeah.
So.
But, I don't think it's that bad for Tim because, again, he doesn't have to lose mining time to scout now.
Mm-hmm.
And he can go right into his... looks like he's going to go for a CC. A quick CC. Which I think isn't bad.
Yep, should be pretty good. I mean, the map's large enough for it. So.
Yeah, unless Gurthang... Gurthang knows where he is now. He could... Yeah, he's dropping a proxy. Pylon. He could do a lot of harass if Tim's focusing on economy.
Definitely. Ooh. That's Elnaga in the center. That's cool when it's activated.
Yeah. I like this map. This map looks really cool. You know what it reminds me of is that Halo 3 map, that really big one with the elephants on it.
Oh, no. Shoot. What's the name of it? Sand Trap.
Yeah.
I love Sand Trap. So good. Yeah. Watching the elephant physics flip out when you poke it, and it would fly into the air and everybody die.
Yeah.
Halo 3, I miss it.
Oh, Halo 3 is so good. I have it on Xbox One now.
Oh, that's right. How's the matchmaking?
So good. It's fixed. Oh, it's so good. Halo is... I love Halo.
Halo is pretty great. I spent a lot of time on Reach.
Me too. On everything, really.
Yeah. Reach was my big one. Halo 3 was kind of my entry into Halo. I went back and ended up playing 1 and... I think I played 1, a little bit of 2. I never really got into 2 as much as I did the first one.
Your thing.
Oh.
But he's not controlling his Reaper, so he's actually not even going to spot these that Robo and the 3. So yeah, Gurthang might go for some pretty early aggression.
Yeah. Well, it's because Tim was focusing back home. A probe ended up taking out one of his SCVs, and he's dropping a bunker in retaliation. So now he's controlling the Reaper. He's going to get in and find out that this Robo's here.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to lose the Reaper. Don't lose the Reaper. Don't lose the Reaper.
A lot of good information. Double gas. Robo going down.
Yeah.
Stalker.
You don't want to lose the Reaper this early. Go, Reaper, go!
Yeah. All right, cool. He's made it out.
Oh!
Almost killed him. No, don't come back.
6 health. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Got it. He got two. He got 2 probes.
Ooh.
Oh, he's just barely gonna miss him. Oh, that's the most exciting thing I've ever seen.
Excellent.
That was
Reaper
great.
Escapes.
That was super fantastic.
Immortal coming out pretty early. He's ready for Marauders, isn't he?
Yeah.
Pretty good read there by Gurthang too, because we got some Marauders and Stimpack coming out. Or no, that's not Stimpack. That's Combat Shield.
Combat Shield.
It's been a long time, guys.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You need to play StarCraft.
I do need to play some StarCraft. Oh! Omega hit Platinum.
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Pretty awesome. So
kind of jelly.
Should congratulate him later.
I should by challenging him to some StarCraft.
You, sir! I challenge you to a duel.
I'm still in gold this season.
It's okay, me too. I
haven't been playing as much as I want to.
I haven't placed it all, so
You should play your placement matches.
I should see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, so Gerthang's looking to he's looking to push. He's warping at the forward pylon. I mean, he's ready for this.
Oh wow, this is gonna be a really nice push from Gerthang.
Yep, Stalker's up front. There is a bunker, but if he gets that Immortal up there and the Immortal doesn't get target fired, this could be a huge problem.
Yeah.
Huge problem for Tim. Mothership core on the way too. Gerthang's dropping his expansion.
Tim having his production. He doesn't have any units in production right now. And he's got and Marine.
And Marine.
Yep.
Yep, he's got and Marine. He's working on +1 and he's working on all upgrades right now. He's looking to the tech.
Stimpak's on its way, but it's right there in the front. If Gerthang pushes in now, he can cancel Stimpak.
Yep,
And
there
he
it
might
goes.
just do that.
Yeah, he knows this tech lab's right out front. Yeah, he sees
There
it
he
working.
goes.
He's gonna pick it up.
Oh my! It's gonna cancel Stim. Stim's gone.
That's huge.
Tim's-
That's huge right now.
Terrible. Tim's terrible. Terran lost Stim.
He's trying to holding down the repair
Oh.
here. He's just burning minerals away at this
Yeah.
point. Needs
He's
to
not-
move out. Got the mothership core, so we can't recall.
Mothership core is down. He is pushing with 3 Marauders though, and that can that can do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
4
can.
Marauders, and how many Marines are that? Is that 5 Marines?
5 Marines on the move too.
That's gonna be a nice little push, but he's not gonna see that proxy pylon.
Tried to hang back. That really.
Oh. The Reaper was harassing. during that.
Yes, it was.
He lost the Reaper.
He did finally lose it. He found out he did expand. Gerthang has an expansion now.
Yeah.
I mean, he could make something happen in the next few minutes. He's reconstructing that tech lab. Wants to get that stim. That as a
Yeah.
Terran, that's a huge blow, especially this early. You want stim done as fast as possible against Protoss. Painful. But he's moving into factory. He's got a starport on the way. Looks like he's going full bio. He's dropping 3 more barracks.
Nice.
He's committing.
I love bio is much more efficient against Protoss than Mechas.
Well, I mean, Protoss got the Immortals. That's a pain against Immortals as mech. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you go mech against another Terran player and he goes, has tons of Marauders.
Yeah,
You're just like, oh, well, okay.
yeah, well, GG right there, because it's hard to replenish that mech army, but...
Yeah, it is.
Yep, Gerthang poised at the front again. He wants to... Wow, he really wants to hit Tim while he's hurting.
Yep. And Tim needs those Marauders active.
An army with force field. Stalker's
Yeah.
moving forward,
Nice.
picking away.
Nice. Those Marauders can take those Stalkers, though, and he needs to kill them.
Tech lab denied again. Supply depot going down. Going to take out this front barracks, and Tim's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. This is a really nice push. How many Immortals are there? 2 Immortals.
2 Immortals against all the armored buildings the Terran has.
Yeah.
So, take down this command center with ease. Force field the ramp. Ooh, can't reinforce. Command center's gonna
Ooh.
burn down.
Yeah,
there
force
it goes.
field. That force field's nice. Nice snipe on the command center. And
This is gonna hurt,
he's
though.
got the third, but it's not enough. It's not, and he's stuck on this choke point. That's horrible for Tim, especially with all the force fields there and his own supply depot
Yeah,
blocking his path.
These Marauders, though, making a difference. Concussive shells, taking down these armored units, pretty handy. Hellbat moving up, getting immediately demolished.
Oh no, Tim's repairing his refinery instead of engaging with those SCVs.
Time warp on the ramp, keeping him in the choke.
There's way too much Protoss here for the Terran player to counter, to push back.
Yep, now the Mothership Core give him high ground vision here. He's just going to continue to chew away. He's warping in more units at the reinforcing pylon, moving into the main base.
Nice. This is a really good push from Gerthang. Really smart, really well timed.
Very good. It's pretty much going to close out the game here. All the SCVs pulled to deal with this, and
Yep. Absolutely nothing left for Tim.
Yep.
23 to supply to 64. And GG's called. That's excellent.
Excellent push by Gerthang. Great timing. Great
Yeah.
timing.
It was all about that timing. That was excellent.
Yep. Very good read. They're bringing the series to 3 games. See if Gerthang takes this next one. We're in for 5. And yes, Fade, you did miss the entire game.
Ooh, let me get a drink. Turn on. Sorry, Fade.
Sorry, Fade. You're here now. Gerthang's hanging in there. Tim only needs one more game, but Gurthang could swing back to win 2 more, and well, that would be it. The first 2 games, Gurthang could call those warm-ups, yeah. Hey, Loopy. Oh, cool.
Hi,
We got a couple of the usuals here tonight. We got Fade, Loopy, ZRQ. Awesome. Nice to see you.
ZRQ is asking, so I'm just now getting to read the chat. And ZRQ is asking about triple hash before pools. That even if it's like double CC before racks. Triple hatch before pool is pretty good against Protoss, especially if you can use it to go into max roach at 12 minutes. It's pretty good. Hi, Loopy Lou.
I'm still waiting on the player here. Players, excuse me. Pretty good series so far. I'm liking this. This is it's working out.
Yeah.
I mean,
These are really good games. Like they're not. It's a good mix of like macro and then like early aggression games. Max roach at 12 minutes. Pfft. No, third hatch is not. Oh no, triple hatch before pool is 3 bases basically. It's triple hatch including your main. So you double expand before you take your pool. Vanny Research Station.
Yep, Vonnie's coming up next for Game 4. So now Vonnie, I guess it depends on what Tim gets. Depends, because he's gonna be versing Protoss on this map.
Max. Oh, another thing I like for ZVP is Ling Hydra.
Oh, Link Hydra. Link Hydra's pretty good.
Oh, ZRQ was thinking triple expand before pool. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was. I probably didn't clarify that well enough. Sorry, ZRQ. Didn't mean for the confusion.
Alright, so it looks like we should be referees, not spectators. It's kind of a pain to talk to the players if you're locked out of chatting with players.
Yep.
It's cool. Getting us started. Vonnie Research Station. Good map for air. Mutas would be perfect here.
Oh man.
If he did get Zerg. And Gurthang could easily open up Phoenixes as well, so it's
Yeah.
pretty good to cover ground like that. Air-wise, yeah.
ZRQ says I'm no Zerg, but that sounded really greedy / dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's,
not
long story short, TLDR, yeah, that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah. Like literally triple hat, going triple expansion before pool is insane. I think I've done that once, and I might have won, but I think I was playing unranked.
Yeah.
Oh, another fun one to do in unranked, if you know your MMRs are weird on unranked, is to go mass queens. Oh, and look what we get. So, and the top middle is Tim's Zealous Zerg.
Tim Zealous Zerg, nice.
The red, ridiculously red, ravaging Zerg. Alliterations are fun.
Yeah, so spawning in the bottom, it is Gurthang. The blue Protoss. Gonna try and tie up the series with this game, taking us to a Game 5. Please.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
I would love Game 5. That'd be awesome.
You know what he needs to do it? What every Protoss needs against Zerg to win? Air units. No.
You're not salty at all, are you?
Dark Templar.
Oh yes, DTs would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so good to see this, especially if Tim isn't expecting it. That's the fun thing. That's the fun thing about these two guys being brothers, is they probably practice together a whole bunch. I mean, you can see how evenly matched they are, right?
Yeah.
So they're both gold-ish players. So,
Yeah.
you know, Gurthang, you know, if he normally doesn't go DTs, that would be perfect against Tim. Tim wouldn't have any idea it's coming.
Yeah. And as a Zerg player, let me tell you, DTs are the worst.
Oh yeah, Zerg units bio very squishy. all that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Well, all Zerg is bio.
Yep.
There is no mechanical Zerg unit.
Nope. No mechanical Zerg. They're all bio.
I kind of wish there was like an infested, like Protoss, like oh you have infested immortals, so they're like technically mechanical or something.
Well, technically there are if you neural parasite.
So this is smart. I like Tim's placement here for his expansion. Freaking out in chat.
DTs suck. DTs are the worst. Useless. Calm down, Fade. It's okay. We don't even know if he's going DTs yet. Relax. See, he's early expanding.
So Girthing is taking the safer expansion tucked away behind, in that. So unless, Tim goes mutas. But I like Tim's expansion here because it does give him faster creep spread into the map.
Yep. Into the map.
Yeah.
Definitely want that forward. I mean, creep highway hype here.
Yeah.
So
let's see if he makes use of that creep, that potential creep advantage he has.
Yep, could be good. Attack speed, movement speed. All
Yep.
the rage these days. The Girthang going for his Cybercore now. Tim does know he is expanded.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because his Overlord just floated
Overlord
over.
just passed over. So, speaking of three hatch.
Tim taking his third before he even saturates his main. That's a bit questionable.
See, he's feeling good though. He's up 2 games in this series. He's looking to close this thing out. He wants to get
Look
this
at how
done.
fast he's taking gas too. Like, what does he have in mind? Is he gonna go? I wonder if he's gonna go for a big roach push.
Or Baneling Bust.
Baneling bust would be amazing. I would love to see
Baneling
Baneling
Bust. I love Baneling Bust. You get the lings in there.
Yeah.
Take down this front wall. Protoss can't do crap unless you have force fields. But Girthang, I haven't seen much sentry play out of him. He had a couple last game. That was pretty good. Kind of helped versus the Terran. But he's generally a more, he wants the melee. He wants the range attack stuff, damage.
Yeah.
He's opening Robo now, too. So he's looking to go again into Immortals, Colossi.
A very nice, safe build from Girthang. I think he doesn't have anything really to defend besides this one Zealot. And if Tim does go for a Baneling bust, then it's all Ogre.
It's all Ogre.
He'll get Shrek'd.
Get Shrek Ogre, yeah. Yep, both players macroing up here. Girthang taking 2 gases at the natural.
Did I tell you I beat a GM the other day?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Beat a GM.
What did
he
he
beat?
cannon rushed me?
Oh,
so
no.
I used Niduses to take the entire rest of the map and make nothing but like 70 mutas. And then I won.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really dumb.
That's so good.
It was really dumb, but it was fun. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. He's probably dicking around. I mean, he had to
Yeah. Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think he expected that to
man.
happen.
That's pretty awesome.
I was playing versus Printer. I wish I had been playing against what's his name, the guy who gets to Masters with just
Oh, no, that's Printf. He's GM now, dude. He's Grandmaster.
No, but who's the other guy who
Just
Like,
cannon rushes?
yeah.
That's
and
No, that's Printf, man.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
no, it wasn't Printf, but yeah, nice to mute a what? Yeah, I took I think 3,000 minerals or 900. I had a bunch of minerals banked, so I took 4 bases, and I took all the gas
Pretty good.
on the map, and then I just killed them with mutas. Because mutas are Wiedemans. That's who I was thinking of. Where?
A Warp Prism instead of an Immortal Anti.
Oh,
He's going straight for this third base.
Oh,
Does he even know it exists? He doesn't. He's gonna get there. They're gonna be juicy,
gonna-
juicy drones.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah, Mothership Core moving out. He's gonna find this this. It's effectively
And-
his natural base.
Oh, nice picking off that creep tumor. Oh, yep, nice. That's gonna be good for him. He doesn't know it's there though, so he's hanging back a bit. But if he can catch it, and
Oh,
get-
there he goes. He's moving in. This is gonna be sick. He's
Oh,
gonna
yes.
punish Tim for this early expand. Tim. Oop. Yep. He sees it.
oh,
He's waiting a minute. Wants to not be spotted. Secret Agent Warp Prism.
Yes. So what do you think, Zealots or Stalkers for that warp
Oh
in?
god, I would love Zealots so much more.
Yeah, Zealots are gonna be a lot better.
Yep, he's warping him in preemptively. He's gonna fill the warp prism before he
Oh, that's
moves
smart.
in. Yep,
That's really good.
good idea.
He's going straight for Colossus. And again, yep. But see, Tim dropped the Spire.
He's he's getting the Twilight Council.
Oh gosh.
So I don't think this is for Blink. He's got two stalkers on the map. I don't think this is for
Oh.
Blink. He's waiting. That's why this warp prism is He's waiting for DTs. This is perfect. He's
Oh
banking.
my
He's banking
word.
gas. He wants to drop a Dark Shrine.
Oh my word,
Ah.
he is.
So good. Awesome. So yeah, while we're waiting for that to happen, Tim's checking out on the map here. He's moving around with his links. He's gonna
Yeah.
miss this warp prism.
Oh. And here he goes with the the 4 Zealots in there.
Yeah, they're all zealots. He's gonna drop them. Warp right in.
Boom. Oh, but there's how many mutas in production? 6 mutas in production?
Yep. It's gonna. He needs to get in here, do the damage, and get away.
Yep.
Mutas are gonna respond to this pretty quick.
Oh my
There
word,
they
here
are.
they come. And they're just gonna tear that up.
Yeah, he's focus firing the hatchery. Probably not a smart idea. Probably
That's
should've
going
taken
after
out some
the
of
warp prism. Any DT. So now Gurthang's like, great, what do I do?
Yeah, now what?
Templar Archives. Smart. That's if he can get to Storm really quickly. But the mutas are already on their way. There's no anti-air.
No anti-air. Ling's moving up.
Oh my word.
This is gonna hurt.
Yep.
Tim may close this out. Gurthang doesn't have anything
Yeah.
to defend here.
Unless
He's getting a couple cannons, but
Oh no, don't. No, Tim, don't use. Okay, so he's gonna clean up all these. All the stalkers are just gonna go down. Tim's gonna just clean this up with the. Now,
ooh.
the photon cannon, photon overcharge is actually very good against Muta.
Yep, they're pretty great. The
Yeah.
cannon wall here, set
Yeah,
up at the
that's-
north of the base, but
And that's scary for Tim if he tries to fly into through that area, but he can't.
no.
But I mean, he's not going to. He's coming around back. If he can snipe the Templar Archives, yeah.
That's gonna
Gurthang
hurt.
can't get Storm. He doesn't even have Storm yet.
Well, he does have a couple Archons.
Oh, but the Archons can really do a lot.
Ooh, he's
Oh,
getting
but
them with the mutas.
There we go. Nice. Very nice pick off from Tim. All the 17 probes dead. Man,
It's pretty painful.
yeah. He's just going to let them... And he's got 3 more on the way. Ah, but he's going to lose... He's going to lose a lot to those... Oh my gosh, Archons.
They're Archons, yeah.
Oh, here he goes into the main. He's going to start picking off that mineral line. That's just beautiful from Tim. That's excellent execution with mutas.
Got pretty good control here. Archon's pretty slow, not able to move fast enough to keep up
No.
with this. And he's got to reconstruct the Templar Archives. It's almost done, but
Gurthang has the right idea.
he does.
You know, he's not... But he's so far behind now. He's so far behind. 1 mining base to 3? Like,
Yep, that's going to be kind of painful to kind of keep up here. It's 55 workers to 24. I mean, Tim's
Yeah.
rocketing ahead in economy. He's going to swing back again.
126 supply.
Another,
to 60.
Yep, another Mutalist K-Maker here.
Wow. And those links just going to go in. They're going to, yeah, clean up what's mining from the natural. And those mutas are just going to take everything out.
Too many mutas here. Stalkers aren't going to quite cut it. Photon Cannon's kind of augmenting, but yeah, he's losing his natural
photon
base.
cannon.
Yep,
No,
sure thing. GG's.
that's it.
Tim takes the best of 5, 3-1.
Yeah, 3 to
Very
1.
well played.
That was great.
Excellent work. Very good by these guys.
I love mutas.
Yep. Very good games by Tim.
Those are excellent.
Little sibling rivalry is always healthy.
Crap! Woo! So instead of going for DTs, he went for the high
Yeah,
temp-
I was expecting DTs, but that was great. He saw the Mutalisks, he reacted, but it wasn't in time. There were too many on the map already.
Hang on, just a second.
Okay, cool.
The texting my girlfriend.
Go for it. We're gonna call the players back into Skype here, kind of get their thoughts on the series.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, what's up, Gerthang?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Fade. I don't always play Zerg, but when I do, I make mutas.
Hello.
Fade, I do
Awesome.
play Zerg, and mutas are always a good way to go.
So great games, guys. Those were awesome to watch. You guys are very evenly matched. I was very impressed.
Thank you.
So we've got a couple games to talk about. So let's see what. First, before we do that, you guys got any shout-outs? Yeah, any shout-outs to anyone? You got
No, none in particular.
Twitters,
Yeah.
Twitch streams, anything?
No, none that I feel like plugging.
Okay, cool. Well, that's out of the way. So let's move right into game one. This game was a PvP. And why don't you tell us what your plan was there, Mr. Gerthang?
Game one. What map were we on game
We were
one?
on Coda Ladder Edition.
Coda.
That was the game you stole my gas
Oh.
geysers.
Yeah, right. See, now,
You
funny
ass.
story about this. This was inspired by a game I played earlier today, and I was playing against someone, and he stole my gas. Now, mind you, he didn't win, but it was very frustrating, and I thought to myself, well, if I get away with it, this could be kind of fun. It's a good way to open up a match, right?
Right.
I'm honestly surprised that I was able to get both the gas geysers. I don't know what you were doing, Tim, that you didn't jump on the other
I thought
geysers.
you would only take one, because that's what normal people do.
Normal people.
Even after I spent half an hour discussing said game with you.
Yeah, but you said he lost, so I was like, well, I guess taking both probably puts you far enough behind that you're susceptible to any kind of aggression.
Yeah.
So I already had a probe on the other side of the map, and I figured, well, I'll build some gateways here, and then I flood you with zealots.
Yeah, turns out that was in fact the case.
So that turned out pretty great. I always enjoy PvP. It's
I
a
was-
pain in the butt to play, but it's great to watch you guys duke it out there. So Zealots kind of dictated that game.
Yeah,
Yeah, surprisingly.
So
I noticed that.
So Tim, what was going through your head when he lost two geysers there?
Confusion.
Confusion.
I don't have any kind of response pre-planned for that, because it's never happened to me before. I've had one geyser taken, but never both. So it was basically just a spur-of-the-moment idea of, well, I guess I'm going a lot of zealots and being very aggressive. Because I know that if he takes both geysers, he's going to be behind on building his units. So I figured maybe I could get in there before he had too many stalkers. And it worked.
That was pretty
Yep.
good. Yeah, I
You
really liked
were-
that game. It was great. So you have any
Very
thoughts,
decent.
Anti?
No, not on the first game. I mean, I think you guys covered most of it.
Mm.
I think I thought it was really cool. Like I was saying, early aggression is fun. Like it got a lot closer than I thought it would, and it was really exciting.
So cool. Well, we'll segue right into game two on Echo. That was a PVZ. Mr. Tim spawned as a Z. So Tim, how did your game change versus P as a Zerg?
As a Zerg, I typically like going Roach Hydra because it's I'm more comfortable with the macro involved for that, like setting up the build and knowing what I can do on how many bases. So I'm more comfortable with that than I am with, say, Ling Muta. So I decided to do that because it was the safer build option.
Yep. And
And then,
that game was
as
great
long
too
as-
because
yeah,
it was really back and forth. Like both of you were kind of both your macros really solid. As Zerg, I think
Yeah.
that really shines the macro.
Yeah. I liked your positioning with the ultras. Like I that was kind of inspiring for me because I've been having a lot of trouble with that particular composition in ZVP, and seeing how you use the ultra hydra, I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay, that's really smart. I really like that a lot.
yeah, I think it's a pretty easy transition to do because you're already going to want to go up the hive to get your 3/3 upgrades. So
Yeah.
you just build an Ultraless Cavern
I
You
think
take care
the-
of Colossus with relic.
the one thing I felt maybe, well, let's see, and that's not even really the right way to say it. Like I guess like what I was trying to say is like for a little while I was like, well, why isn't he making Vipers? And then I saw a pretty large influx of Ultras. I'm like, okay, well,
That's the plan.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever used Vipers against me once.
Um,
I don't
yeah,
I don't
come
know
to
if you've
think
ever
of it,
used
I
them.
don't. I picked up Zerg very recently. Like I've never played Zerg a lot in either this game, Wings of Liberty, or the original StarCraft. I hardly touched Zerg,
Yeah.
so I haven't really gotten too involved with using their specialty units like Infestors, Vipers. Haven't used them much.
Yeah. You don't even use swarm hosts actually, even before the change.
I hate swarm hosts. I hate playing against them. I hate everything about them.
Yeah.
I despise them.
Even the new ones?
Uh,
I haven't even played against the new ones.
I don't.
I've only played against them
I
once.
don't know how that's gonna change my opinion of them, but
Um, they're not good.
okay.
All right, cool.
They're-
So,
They have almost no place in the game now.
Now, from
Like-
from my end,
I don't know.
yep, I'd like to hear Gerthang's thoughts here too, because
I wanna hear
I
Gerth-
mean,
I've got a question. How many bases were you up to by the end of that game, Tim? Because I knew that there were
Phantom's on 5.
at least you were on 5. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
I figured like the general plan is always as long as I can be at least a base ahead of you, I'll probably win even if I lose engagements. So like I'm fine with losing engagements as long as you can't cross the map and kill me right afterwards. My remax
Yeah.
just has to be faster than your units can move, and then I'm set.
Yeah, it turned out that was the case. I with the first time I moved across the map after, I don't know if you noticed that I'd have as many Colossus as I did the first time you attacked.
Yeah, you what 5?
Yeah. And I managed to get back across the map. And then, of course, I lost everything because it got surrounded by your Remax, which was sudden and surprising and very uncomfortable.
Indeed.
When it caught me on the ramp and I just got surrounded, I was really upset. And I feel like I could have done a lot better with that push if I had built a warp prism before, if I had built a warp prism before the attack happened. Like had pre-planned, we're going to need one of these at some point, build one.
Yeah.
It would have been much easier because my problem with that push was I had that army across the
No
map
way
and
to
I couldn't
reinforce it.
reinforce it at all. So
Yeah.
it got there and then I couldn't build more zealots to keep it alive.
yeah, that was a pretty good pickoff by Tim there with the Hydras. You immediately took out that Warp Prism. I think that's what
Oh, yeah.
ended up shutting it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then that was the second one. I'm talking about the very first time.
Oh,
I
the
pushed out
very
across
first
the
push.
map.
Okay.
The
All
very
right.
first time I pushed out across the map, if I had had a warp prism with me,
Mhm.
warp in some sentries, I feel like I would have had at least traded better
Mhm.
in that first engagement against his Remax. And if I'd done more damage, maybe I could have gotten in there and killed
This was
the snake.
before Ultralisks, right?
Yes, this
Yeah.
is before Ultras. This is the first out on the map engagement we had
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
Once the Ultralisks were out, it was like, well, there's not a whole lot we can do now because this is every time you get up to Ultralisks, I lose. I don't think I've ever beaten you once you're at that point.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
Pretty good unit. You
It's
control
not
them right.
cool when like
Ultras are
12
good,
of them
yeah.
come into your base and you're just like, I can't run away. They're too big. There's no escape route anymore. It's covered in Ultralisks.
It's all ogre now.
Oh yes, it was bad.
Well, then moving into game 3 was a PvT on Cactus, and Gerthag, you made a comment about why did I pick this map?
I did because it was my map pick, and I thought to myself, this is a huge map. If he gets Zerg, I lose. Period. There's
Mhm.
no way that I'm going to beat his macro on this map because just from an APM standpoint and amount of bases that can be managed at a time, And from my experience playing against him, I've never been able to out macro him on a 4-player map ever, not once.
That makes sense. The distance
So,
between the bases.
He makes a
and stuff.
valiant effort.
I've been getting better at it a little bit.
I
What?
thought your games were really good. Like, I know Tim won 3-1, but it didn't feel like a wipe.
No, it wasn't a wipe at all.
Oh,
No.
yeah, we're pretty
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, pretty
Just
great.
not
Yeah.
quite as close as I'd want to be.
Well, then, well, then on Cactus, once you found out he was Terran, I mean, you've played the entire spectrum of races tonight. So once you found out he was Terran, what was your kind of plan going there? Because I think Tim mentioned that Terran was not his best.
Hmm.
So was there any specific way that you
Well,
feel with doing that, or?
the first thing was metagame, 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 metagame. He always opens with Marauders as Terran against Protoss.
Okay.
I've never played him as Terran in the past several months where he hasn't opened straight to Marauders and just crushed me with a Marauder all in. Just one or two bases, depending on the map, just floods Marauders. And I can't stop it because I decided to go with 3 or 4 gate instead of what I did this game, which was I went straight to a Robo before building anything. And then a Reaper shows up, and I'm
Surprise!
like, why did he do that? So from the time I saw that Reaper to probably about the time that I finally managed to kill it, I was really quite confused. I had no idea what I was supposed to do because he never opens that way.
Yeah, I've actually never done Reaper Expand. That was the first time I'd ever done that build at all.
Yeah, and I think it's for this reason that I won the game, because weren't familiar with the build, so I managed to come back after, my natural went up late. I wasn't macroing very well, I felt like. I wasn't building as many probes as I should have been. I was slipping up once that Reaper was around.
Yeah, it's a psychological thing too. You're a Protoss, you got a Reaper in your base. It's like, my probes.
This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I find Reaper very annoying personally. So.
Yeah, Reapers are annoying.
So
in
then
general.
let's jumping over to Tim now. So since Terran is, as you say, your weakest, then what is your plan for this game?
For this game, I didn't want to do the Marauder all-in because it's a 4-player map, and it's not guaranteed cross-spawn, so I have no idea where he's going to be, as far as I know. So I figured instead of trying to commit to an all-in without knowing where he spawns first, because I'd have to send out a scout at like 9, and I don't like to lose that little bit of extra income.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing an early game push like that, that ends up actually mattering, because that's like one Marauder that you don't have in the end. So I decided I'd try something new. And then I didn't get nearly enough barracks. I have like 1,000 to somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 floating minerals at one point. I had like 3 barracks instead of the 6 that I probably should have had.
Yep.
So my macro was not there, and then he just had too many units for me to deal with.
Yes, if you're not used to Terrans, getting used to their macro mechanics can be pretty difficult, because it just feels so different from Zerg and Protoss. So it's really easy to float minerals as a Terran. I feel.
Yeah, especially with the mules. Yep, mules, exactly. That's it.
Freaking mules.
You get so much more money than you used to.
Yeah. So then, this last game, Game 4, the death by Mutalisks, Mr. Gerthang. So you knew it was Vani. You knew it was going to be a long way across the map, probably
Yes.
more than likely air. So what was your thought here going into that game?
Well, as I might have mentioned in the in-game chat right after the game, I originally, when I sat down to start the game, I thought, maybe we can open Phoenixes. That would be interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I watched him do that on a ladder the other day. He was really good at it, and it worked really well. If he gets Zerg, I'll open Phoenixes. And then I thought to myself, I can't control Phoenixes very well. We shouldn't do that.
So I thought, well, hopefully he'll just go Roach Hydra again, like he usually does when he plays Zerg. And then he didn't, and I lost.
Another surprise.
Basically, what it comes down to is I warped in those zealots in his natural base and killed the queen, and then I saw a ball of mutalisks and went, well, shit. I think it's over.
I see. I think. Were you planning to go into DTS that game?
No.
Okay.
No, I was not.
Because I thought if you had been planning to go into DTs, I loved the deviation. You dropped off the Templar Archives as fast as you could. I mean, you had the right idea, just it was too late at that point, unfortunately. Though.
Yeah, it's like, well, there were already what, like 15 mutas on the map already?
Yeah, something like that. And I was talking to Anti actually during the game. At the beginning, while you guys were macroing up, I thought, these guys are brothers. This is going to be great because one of them is going to figure out that they play together all the time, and they know each other's builds. So one of them's going to deviate eventually.
Yeah.
And try and mind game the other guy.
We were like
I think that was
DTs,
pretty
DTs.
successful.
Yep. And it seemed to work out for you, Tim. So what how did you figure you would kind of mind game him this game with the Zerg?
Well, I was at the very beginning of the game. I was doing my the standard opening I usually do with Zerg, which is I do double extractor check straight into hatch first, and then I get my pull. And by that time, my scouting overload arrived at I sent it to his natural, and I saw that he was building a Nexus already.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wow, that's not something he usually does. Generally, he would open like 3 gateways and then do some kind of attempt at destroying my natural at the beginning of the game, like some kind of push or aggression, anything. But he wasn't doing that, so I figured I'd go immediately up to 3 and then go to Mutalisks because it seemed like a safe play.
Okay. And it turned out to be quite safe indeed.
Indeed.
Well, rats.
But no, that series was awesome, guys. You were just totally entertaining to watch, and
Yeah, that was one of the
Thank
best.
you.
I gotta say that's actually one of the best series I've casted.
Yep.
But I can count how many I've cast on one hand. So
Well,
Well,
For something.
yeah, I want to thank Anti for jumping in here last minute to Mr. Covert went missing.
oh no, I was really looking forward to it. I was hoping I could actually.
So it was kind of nice we could get you in there. Actually, if you're interested tomorrow, speaking of tomorrow, on the schedule we have 2 matches listed. One is at 4 p.m. PDT and the other is at 7 p.m. PDT. First is Elysium versus ZRQ. And the second match is Covert versus Fade. So Covert can't cast that next one. If Mr. Omega isn't around, he's been away this weekend because of family. Family's visiting. That's usually what happens during the nicer months and all that fun stuff. So things get kind of thrown out of whack. And so yeah, you're welcome to be there, admin, all that fun stuff, and I'll probably shout at you tomorrow too. And but no, thanks a lot, guys. So much fun. Shout out to the chat.
Case. Case. I miss that guy.
Shout out to Case showing up for
Shout
once. I mean,
To all of you guys, I love all of you.
we love you too, man.
I miss this. It's been too long. I need to get back. I really want to get back into it more.
Oh, we'll find a way to fit you in, definitely.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, my schedule doesn't always allow for it, but I'm gonna try and make more time for you guys for this.
Pretty good stuff. So, yep. All right. So we're gonna shut down the stream now.
All right.
Pretty good games. We'll see you guys for the games tomorrow.
Bye.
All right.
Peace.